talking about a way to be connected with other groups and a plan that we potentially have.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All it's depending on is people. I know a few to send it to. You all know a few probably, and we'll start with that and see if it gets spread out faster and faster. And it may be that, and then Michelle and I were talking, and she feels like we need to be sending out more. All of you can write articles. We can take writings from the website and send them out as articles. So we need to be more of a presence, probably with email. Now, I guess part of the deal is email's kind of old-fashioned right now.
I guess that's one of the first questions. Does any of you know of another group that is already doing this very same thing? Because we don't want to reinvent the wheel.
I do. I'd have to talk to them to get them more aware of what it is that we're doing. One of the things that I've been doing a lot of lately is the cards that you have made, Janine, for us.
Mm-hmm.
I've had all of my doctors and all of my nurses have one of these cards and an invite to the website. And there's just enough information that they'll say, at least they'll say when they get it, I'll go check that out. You know.
Good, great.
But yeah. And Ewood, I also like to apologize to Ewood. I think I owe Ewood a call too, like I did Carlton.
It's not one, but since we mentioned it, it's 11. But one reply would do.
Well, I apologize, and I promise I'll do better.
How's the sound of that one, Paul?
Well, let's try it. Can you hear me okay now?
Oh, yeah, very good.
Okay, well, I can hear all of you all well now, so I hope I'm inside the building. Before I was just outside the building trying to be away from some of the other noise. But anyway, if I'm good now, that's great.
Good. Well, all we're talking about is just picture that you've gone to a conference and you're handing out your business cards. It's networking. And some people will decide to follow up, and some people will put that information out to their group, and some won't.
Each of the windows that's opened up, our relationships are very, very specific. There's some really tangible and very practical things that God has done through those. Now, you know, he didn't need my help. But I realized and I recognize that I can't do any of most of what I'm called to do without the connections and the relationships with others, because God has so designed this thing that it happens not through individuals, it happens through his body. Eward's question, is God asking us to do this for the church, or is God asking us to do this for the world? I think the answer to that is actually both, because what he's going to do for the world, he's going to do through the church. And my life has been enriched and fulfilled by the 8 other people that are on this screen. Now, the thing is, am I willing to admit that, God, this is all that there is to this, and there aren't any other pictures that are going to go on this window? I don't think that's the case. I've met 3 remarkable people that most of you don't know. I think Eward knows some, but have equally added profound and substantive things. And so as we've gone on, Lord, this has enhanced my understanding of how to approach this thing, because you keep bringing people to the mix, and their relationships and conversations that we're having and outcomes that are coming as a result of that. I think we're in process. I think that there really are some things that God is looking to do and to provoke, but I'm not willing to settle and say that everybody's, that our 9 pictures here are all that there is. Because there's some pretty important and significant things that are not on my screen right now. And those are just as critical to outworking this issue. Ultimately, he wants to demonstrate in the earth what it's like for his disciples to love each other. And as a result of that, that will then have an impact that the world will know that he's been sent from the Father. That becomes the testimony of who he is. And he's predicated that on what we do. So, like I said, I think the answer to that issue is both. But at some point, we've got to realize, Lord, practically then, how do we do that? I don't know that I have all of the pieces. I don't know that the 9 of us have all of the pieces. And so that need to connect is critical. But I need to understand, what do you have that I don't have, so that I can appreciate that and I won't do like this, because my tendencies are to do like that.